My name is Kyle McClure.
And I'm Tim Test, and together we're the American Soundtrack Podcast.
That's right. We had the idea for American Soundtrack a little over a year ago. And for us, we really wanted to step out there, and looking around, we saw that there was so much in the world that was dividing everyone. We wanted to find and do something that was more uniting in nature. And for us, it's music. Oh man, having access to the LINC has been everything for our podcast. I know for me personally, I love history, and I love music. I love teaching, and I love storytelling. And to be able to bring all of these four together for what I believe is really something that enriches people. I mean, I really think that our podcast does enrich people, and I think it benefits people. And I think the resources that the LINC has provided for us to be able to go out and to disseminate information, to tell stories, and to share everything that we share on American Soundtrack, I'm not sure it would be where it is today had it not been for the LINC.
I could 100% say I don't think we'd have a podcast if it wasn't for the LINC. I actually thought about a podcast for a while, threw around some ideas, but I didn't know how to get started. I didn't know what technology I needed. I didn't know how much of an investment I needed to make. It was a really scary thing, so I just kind of had it in the back of my mind as something I always do. And so it was just such a serendipitous chance that Kyle came to me with this idea for a podcast that we could do together. And I just heard about the LINC. And not only from being able to rent out the studio space, but the incredible librarians we have here that have just been above and beyond teaching us how to do stuff like edit, how to do stuff like record. It's just the resources is huge, and it gave us what we needed to be able to take our vision and put it to reality.
No, that's good. And I never felt like we were a burden on the librarians. The level of hospitality that the librarians here have is, to me, it's top notch. And you know how you and I are big on hospitality. Yep. We've been in that industry before. And the hospitality that the librarians have here is amazing to me. And that was one of the concerns that I had, is we were going to come into this, and neither one of us, we can talk for hours. But all the other technical things that go into podcasting, we didn't know anything about it. And for the librarians to spend time to talk to us through like this, okay, this is how you record, this is how the microphones work, this is how the board is working, this is how you edit. I thought it would be something that would get on their nerves, that we were having to ask so many questions. Yeah. But they were so happy to share that information and to give us the knowledge that they had. Like, they want our podcast to succeed. And to me, that means everything. I love the idea that, when I step into here, to me, this is a library reimagined. And, we all remember the libraries that we were used to, when you were going to school back in,
Dewey
80s and 90s, Dewey Decimal System. Yeah, that's exactly right. Several years ago, I lived in a different state, and my oldest daughter volunteered at our local library. And I thought that was really cool. But I remember thinking many times, it's like, okay, like what is next for the library, though? Yeah. Because this is seemingly antiquated. Mm-hmm. We have a different technology available to us now than the world's ever had. And, library seemed like it existed for the purpose of books, to where people could have access to books and get the books and information they wanted. But now you have the internet. Yeah. And everybody can go online and get any kind of information they want. So what does the library look like now? And I always was thinking about that. When I stepped into the LINC library, I thought, this is it. This is the library reimagined, because a library is invaluable to a community. I mean, the ability to have access to resources for the entire community is only going to benefit the entire community. I mean, if somebody steps in and they gain knowledge, whether it's because they read a book or they learned how to do something hands-on here at the LINC library, because there's so many options to learn something and learn some kind of a skill, that is only going to benefit the community that we live in.
Absolutely agree. He said it, library reimagined. I'd say it's the first true library I've been in that's the library of the 21st century.
What's the future for American Soundtrack?
Oh man, I've got big dreams, and Tim's got big dreams for American Soundtrack. If I can just, what I envision for American Soundtrack is Our podcast definitely being like the main part of what we do, but a newsletter that would go out. I envision just local events scattered throughout the country that people gather and do something around music.
We're about to hit episode 50, which we're very excited about that. You can find us on iHeartRadio,
Yeah.
Apple Music, Spotify. We have a Facebook page, American Soundtrack Podcast. We'd really love to get the conversation going there. So please listen to an episode and then head to Facebook and tell us what you learned, what you liked, maybe a song that you'd like to hear. We do consider you, gentle listener, our third friend, and we would hope that you would engage in that conversation with us and show us what direction you want us to take this podcast.
That was good.
You too.